Banjo-Kazooie Nuts&Bolts is Rare's latest attempt to bring one of their old franchises back. Unfortunately, it doesn't focus on what it did best, which is platforming. Rather, they focus on using different types of vehicles for a variety of different levels, but they're all very repetitive and boring, as I'll show here. This is the hub world where you access different levels. As you can see, it's pretty large, long draw distances. Rare's really good at graphics, so as you'd expect, it's colorful and beautiful. And you pick up these globes and take them to various parts to open up levels. Then once you're inside the levels, you can see it's really large. You drive around a lot. Everywhere you look, it's really beautiful, colorful. They're very good at graphics. It's just the actual gameplay is very boring. This is a typical level. You drive up to a critter that needs some help. Talk to him and he'll explain his very basic and boring quest he has for you. And most of them are what you see here. Pick up an item, put it in your vehicle, drive to where they want you to go, and that's it. It's very boring. Here I'm driving and picking up some molten rocks that came out of a volcano, take them to the water so the whole world doesn't melt over. But you're just fetching things for people. Just the different kinds of things you're fetching is the only difference. Here I'm just pushing things up a hill. That's it. I'm just pushing it up a hill. And depending on the time that you complete things in, determines what you get. Either notes, which you can use to buy things, or puzzle pieces, to open up new levels. Here, I'd normally call it soccer, but you're again just pushing things. You're constantly doing the same thing with just, now it's a soccer ball rather than an ice guy. Here, I may not be driving, but I am just putting things inside of a little helicopter, flying up and putting garbage inside of a trash can. Again, fetching and dropping things off over and over again. A lot of the levels require you to use a certain vehicle, but some, such as this one, let you choose what kind of vehicle you want, either from pre-made blueprints or from vehicles you've made yourself. Sometimes it's a boat. In this case, I chose a race car because I'm going to race. Yay, I'm not actually fetching something, but it is a very basic race. Just go through the checkpoints and try and beat the other guy. That's it. This is a slightly different kind of level. At least I'm not fetching things. I'm guarding this guy by shooting little critters to try and get him. But that's it. There's nothing really complex here. It's just shooting guys. And sometimes you get to get into a plane and fly around, but it's again just a race, but you're in the air. Or you're just shooting things, but it's in the air. And yes, you get to fetch things as well. Lots of fun. Sometimes it makes more sense to get out of the vehicles, especially in little mounds like this that are hard to drive up and down, and hit things with your wrench, with Banjo. And the whole point of all this is to get jigsaw pieces to open up new levels. And then you take the globes, you come over here, that you earn from the jigsaw pieces, and it opens up different parts of levels. There's only 6 worlds, so there's really not that much variety in the worlds either. Inside the worlds you find music notes, which you can use to purchase things. Just again, more gathering. And what do you get to purchase? You get to purchase different pieces to put on your various cars if you actually want to take the time to make a vehicle. And you can also buy blueprints for boats, planes, choppers, different kinds of cars for a variety of different objectives you might have to take on. And this, if you were hoping for a platforming game, this is the closest you'll get, a little side activity they have in the game. Overall, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts&Bolts is a very repetitious and boring game. It tries to give different objectives with different kinds of vehicles to keep things interesting, but it just fails to do this with constant fetch quests, a few races, but that's about it. There's really not much here to keep you interested for the entirety of the game.